Hey, calling all my parents of athletes who are in high school, 9th through 12th grade, but especially if you're going into your junior and senior year this next year, you need to go get a notepad and a pen because I'm about to give you 3 steps to take control of your own recruiting process today. My name is Coach Dubb and I am your pocket coach. The next part you're going to think about is your position, okay? If I'm a 2 guard, I'm definitely going to find, if they want a point guard, 2 guard, or 3 guard, okay? So I'm opening up my options there. If I'm a post player, I know I normally play a 5 position, I'm still going to look and see my 3, 4, and 5 positions, okay? And a lot of it's going to go based on your height. A lot of it's going to be based on how strong you are, whatever the case is. The thing you have to remember about going into college is you need to be flexible, okay? You might go in a lineman, but they decide they want to put you as a running back. I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there. Is making sure that when you're doing your research, now you're looking at the position that you play. What you don't want to do is just go through and say, ooh, there's, Yale. I want to put something out at Yale, or, ooh, I really like Connecticut, so I'm going to put this out, or, wherever. When you're researching, the part you're researching now, we've looked at academia. Now we're going to go into the roster, and I want to see who's getting ready to graduate, okay? So if I'm going to a 2-year school, let's say, for instance, a junior college, I say, hey, I really want to take an opportunity to, get recruited again. So what you're wanting to do is, if I'm a senior, a lot of times that'll probably happen senior year, whatever the case is, you're going to want to see who else is getting ready to graduate. Maybe you want to see a heavy load of sophomores if you're a senior currently. Does that make sense? Because then that means they might have several positions that they need to fill, and typically a lot of junior colleges, they'll still recruit up until midsummer a lot of times, okay? So that's one of the things you're wanting to look at. If you're a junior, then you probably want to see if they have freshmen, okay? They might have freshmen because it's a 2-year school. Freshmen, because then you'll know by the time you graduate, those guys will be graduating. And sometimes, with junior colleges, they may only say 1 year or whatever, but the key part is you doing your research. If you want to go to a 4-year school, then it's going to be basically the same, only you're looking at their junior and senior years. You want to match up and say, okay, well, I see that they're going to be short. They're graduating 4 seniors, when I'm graduating. So maybe I have a pretty good opportunity. Maybe that's a pretty good chance they'll be looking for someone, in that position when I'm ready to graduate. So all you're trying to do is get on their radar. Does that make sense? You're trying to get on their radar. The next part of your research is going to be finding out who the coaches are, okay? You need to know, and this is my suggestion, definitely the head coach. You need to know information about the head coach, such as the office phone, but most importantly, the email address, okay? Sometimes it can be kind of hard to find it. It just kind of depends on the institution. If they don't have an actual sport page, like sometimes you can go to certain websites and they may have a faculty and staff, just like maybe your high school. You can go to a faculty and staff page, and then you may be able to find the name of the coaches. And then sometimes it's super easy, and they'll just have their sport page, the athletic department page, and everybody is right there, and boom, all you have to do is click on their email address and everything. But that's not the time to email. Do not email right then. All you're doing is collecting the information. So if you're getting ready to, all you want to do is write down the email. Okay, so I got my head coach. I would get the associate head coach information, as well as the recruiter coordinator, if they have one, information. Now, depending on, once again, which institution you're looking at, you may have a coach that specializes. Like, you're gonna have your head coach. I would always make sure I sent the email to the head coach. but I would also include CC, in the second line. I would address it to the head coach, but I would also CC the other two coaches. One could be a position coach though. So let's say the associate head coach is not necessarily the coach that would coach your position that you're looking for. I would include, if I know that one of the coaches is strictly over the post players, then I'm going to send it also to the post player coach. Does that make sense? So with that being said, you're looking at all of those different aspects. Then you're going to research their team record. Once look at their record over the years, especially under that same coach. Have they gotten better? Have they gotten worse? You want to kind of weigh all of those different things, because a lot of it is just one, knowing who it is that what school you're trying to go to, but more so this is a great way of trying to make a connection with them.